Have you ever made double pop-out gatefold card? It's a really fantastic showstopper fancy fold card which is very easy to create, and today I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful card without any cutting dies. Hi, I'm Monika, and today, as I said, I'm going to show you step-by-step tutorial for this beautiful card. It's a part of my Fancy Fold Craft Challenge collaboration, and I've got other ladies joining me today and every month on the 5th of each month. So we've got Monika, the quilling lady, Katarina, Jenny, Denise, Kerry, Sabine, Robyn and Shirley. I'm going to link them all below the video so you can hop over to them and check out what they've created with this month's Fancy Fold. So as I said, we've got every month on the 5th of each month we are sharing new Fancy Fold. I also have a Facebook group where you can share your makes, and we've got the hashtag FFC Challenge 2023, so you can use that hashtag to share your makes for this month. So in a minute I'm going to show you what kind of elements I prepared. So I hope you're going to join me and create your own beautiful double pop-out gatefold card. As you can see, today I'm going to use this latest Simply Cards and Papercraft magazine issue 283, and I'm going to use this free gift included in that magazine. I'm going to link that magazine below the video and you can have a look as well. I also did some projects for this magazine using this lovely Hero Arts a stamp and die set. If you've missed that video, I'm going to link that one at the end of this video and below so you can check it out. It's a beautiful stamp and die set using this beautiful handbag, and it's really nice. So let me put it away. I'm going to use this happy birthday sentiment from this free gift. I'm going to use those two flowers and the big one. Also I'm using a leaf, and I think that's it. I will try to include as much information as I can, and these are my elements which I prepared. So let me tell you exactly what you need to create at the base of for this double pop-out gatefold card. It's a very easy card to make, and as I said at the beginning, you don't need any cutting dies. You just need 2 sheets of a card, and there are other lovely ladies who share those videos. There is some card who made quite a few of those, so if you want to check her out, you can do that as well. She is fabulous crafter. So as I said, you need 2 pieces of a card measuring 7 3/4 by 7 inches, and we need to score them. Both of them are the same, and we need to score both of them at the same places: 2.5 inches, 5 and 7 1/4, and then the second, which is exactly the same, 7 3/4 by 7, and again we're scoring at 2.5, 5 and 7 1/4. So once we've done with the scoreboard, and if you want to craft along with me, that would be really nice. You can pause this video and you can just catch up whenever you know, and just take it slowly. I think that's what I do sometimes if I want to create something different, something new, something which I haven't done before. I just watch a video, have something to drink, and just craft, pose, and this way it's a really nice way to do that. So we've got this one, so you just need to burnish all the score lines, and let me just do them. If you want to make them stronger, you can burnish them both ways. I think that's really good advice as well. And I didn't even check what kind of thickness is that cardstock. Let me see if I can still see that. So it's this, I'm using this yes, it's 250 GSM, and this is by Crafter's Companion. I do have a lot of cards stock from Crafters Companion, and I love using that. So let me just score this both ways as well. So let me just put it in a way how I'm going to fold it. So we're going to join those two pieces with that very thin border here. We're going to join that together to create one card. So let me just do both ways. So let me do that now, and then I'm going to show you exactly how this card will look, how the base will look. And of course, I do encourage you to check out the ladies who are taking part in this collaboration. They've been with me for a while. Some of them like Shelley is joining, just joined us, and we've got Robyn who joined at the beginning of this year. As you probably, some people are asking, why is FFC Challenge 2023? 2023 is because that's when I started this fancy fold challenge, and that's why I'm keeping that. Just a reminder that we've been crafting for such a long time. So let me show you. When you stand it up, you will need to have the valley, mounting, valley, and that's where we join those two pieces, mounting and a valley. So let me show you like this so you can see. This is how the card will look from the top. And when we fold it like this, it should create that gatefold. And if you're still not sure if the score lines are correct, you can just meet both of them in the middle and then make sure that everything is scored properly. So now I can unfold that, and let me bring my pieces, other pieces. So you can do some mats and layers, and for that we've got those two which are going to keep as that beautiful matte mirror card, and in the center, so the center piece measures 1/4 of an inch by 6 3/4. Let me just see if you can see everything. So that's the middle piece. Then we've got two pieces which measures 2 inches by 6 3/4, so both of them. Let me maybe just write it on the reverse so you can see. 2 by 6 3/4. Then we've got we need 4 pieces which measures 2 1/4 by, of course, 6 3/4. So we need 2 of those, and then we're going to do another 4 times, and then 4 times. And this one will be 1/4 of an inch smaller, 2 by 6 1/2. So that's what we need, and I've got some of them ready, and I actually put them together. So on that side, just for speed, because sometimes my videos are quite long, that's why this time I actually prepared a bit more. And then on the second section will be covered like this. My glue is running low. If you've got any more questions, any questions whatsoever, just let me know in the comments, and I gladly will answer any of them you might have. But I'm sure other ladies who are taking part each month will have some other beautiful cards to show you, maybe with different measurements, so do check them out. And as I said, check that Facebook group and use that hashtag so you can join our fantastic collaboration and join the fun, because I think that's so much fun to create and to learn different fancy folds. Love creating them, and I'm sure you've got your own favorite fancy fold cards. I do have quite a few actually, which I love recreating. Yes, so this one is done. So we've got this side done. So let me just so this one, and oh no this one will go like this. So let me put the gold mirror card. So this one, as I said, measures 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, as you can see. I will need to grab another glue, and then the next layer is 1/4 inch smaller. I hope that card it's not too thick, so I can nicely fold it. If not, then I will create a belly band, and just bear with me. I will grab another glue. So let me know if you've got your own favorite fancy fold card you like to create. Would love to know, or maybe it's something which we haven't done yet. Okay, this one goes here. No, this one will go here, because I put the measurements on this side. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite easy. You just need to cut your mats and layers, and I think the most important thing is to create a base and have the right measurements. Otherwise it's nice and easy, and then this fancy fold card will stand up really nicely. It's such a beautiful fancy fold. So let me show you. So it will fold like this. So for the next step you need 4 squares measuring 2 inches. This is the lilac one. Then 1 3/4 inch, that's the matte gold, and then a smaller piece which measures 1 1/2 inch. So I've got 3 of them already done. So let me put this last one together. And what I did, I used the flower from that stamp set from the magazine, and I hit embossed it with gold embossing powder. And what I also did, I finished it off with a little bit of watercolors, just a little bit of color into that flower using that Lisa Horton. And then we're going to adhere it, but we're going to adhere it only to this part. We have to make sure that it's only adhered to this part, like so. And then we're going to do it on the other side, and then we're going to try to make sure that it actually matches. So let me put those away, and I'm going to try to put them. I'm not going to do any measurements, not going to measure this. I'm going to just eyeball it. So I think that's pretty much fine, and I'm going to add glue only to that little section. You can see that little triangle. So you just put the points on the score line and just push it down, and the same on the other one. It's best to put less glue rather than more, because this way it will still be adhered nicely. So let me just fold it, and then we're going to fold this part. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it like so. And actually, where is my lovely butterfly? It would be nice to hold it in place. And this way, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually match those on top. Again, adding the glue only on that side. So you can see I'm putting the glue on this side, and I am mirroring that element, so it's in the same place. So that's done. And then again the same, just a little section, and then trying to cover the one which is underneath. Okay, I think that's fine. And this is our gatefold. You can create a belly band if you want, and I think it looks really nice. Once you put it up, stand up, it will be even better. But first we need to finish the center, the inside. So make sure that your element, doesn't matter which shape you're going to use, it's going to finish before those core lines. And you're going to only add the glue here, just a one small line. And my square measures 3 1/4 square. Then the next one, the matte gold, is the 3-inch square, and the white one is 2 3/4. And what I did, maybe let me just adhere it first, and then I'm going to add the embellishments. It's good actually. When I'm doing right now, I'm thinking I should have done a pencil mark, just to, because my hand was wobbling a little bit, so I need to make sure that it's nice in the center. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, yeah, look at this, looks nice. So that's in the center. I'm not going to lift it up yet. I've got those 2 flowers which I stamped and heat embossed again using that paperMona gold embossing powder. I had it for many years and it still got a lot. And two of them. So let me show you which are ones I use. I use this big one and the smaller one. For the side ones I use this one, and I also use those leaves which I heat embossed and add a little bit of watercolor using the same palette from Lisa Horton. So I'm going to add the glue. I'm going to put quite a few leaves because I love adding leaves, and make sure not to add too much glue because you don't want to stick it to the background. I just realized, you know, you always have to be so careful. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to add more glue in this part. That's nice. Let me see the flower, and let me see if I want to add more leaves underneath. Why not? Because I do have them. Yes, I will actually. So want them to stick out a bit more. If I feel like I want them to stick out even more, I can still pull them because I'm using liquid glue. And then let me put my flowers. See, I've got, yeah, I think it's nice. You can still see that happy birthday. The sentiment is quite big, but I think it's fine. And I added a little bit of Sparkalicious by Chloe as well. So this one is pink rose. So I tried to use, actually I haven't showed you the paper part I'm using. It's by Chloe as well, because I thought, okay, I'm using stamps by Chloe, so let me use the paper design paper by Chloe as well. This is actually the old one, very old one. It's from 2022. This was the paper part, and I also got few dies from Chloe as part of my card maker of the year 2022 prize bundle, and that was the paper part in that price. So as you can see, my card is finished. I could add some gems, but I can only add gems to one section because otherwise it's going to be sticking out. So maybe I would add some gold in here. So actually I'm going to use the gold rod stickers by Ranger, and I might actually add them here as well, but off camera, because I just want them to dry really nicely, and because they are not going to add too much bulk to my card. I think that will be nice. So as you can see, I've added the stickers only on one side, but once I finish recording, I'm going to add it to the other side as well, because I just don't want to mess it up. And I think this card looks wonderful. Look how those shapes looks together, the gold, the purple, the sparkle, the heat embossing. I think it's so pretty. And as I said at the beginning, you don't need any cutting dies to create this card. So this is how you're going to see the card when you're going to display it. This is a top view, so you can see that shape. Let me show you. So you can see that beautiful shape here, and this is that spine, and you've got a lot of space behind it to write your message. You can see those two sides. You know, there is plenty space for you to write whatever you want, and I think it's such a beautiful card to create. And as I said, you don't need any cutting dies, you just need a few embellishments, some stamps, and I think this magazine is just perfect. And love the gold and purple together, love the shine. You can see how beautiful and sparkly it looks. You can create this card using different shapes, maybe some circles, use your nesting dies, and I think it's a really great card to create and to give it to someone. So remember, if you're going to create this card, use the hashtag FFC Challenge 2023 to share your project. Share it on our Facebook group if you want, or any social media you might have. So let me close it down. I think I love this card a lot, and I think I'm going to add it to my favorite list. So this is the magazine. As I said, I'm going to share this link to this magazine below the video, so you can have it. You can get that, or you can check it in your local supermarket. And these are those two stamps sets by Chloe, which are included in this magazine. We've got lots of flowers. You can create a lot with that. And so yes, thank you. I hope you had a lot of fun maybe crafting along with me. Let me know if you use this step-by-step tutorial to create your own. And yeah, I would be really grateful to hear from you. Let me know, what do you think about this fancy fold for this month, and let me know if you're going to create your own. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for spending that time with me, and I'm going to see you in my next video very soon. Bye for now.